Hey guys, I wanted to showcase some fabric mods in this video for Minecraft 1.19. These aren't all available on the same version, but I tested them between 1.19 and 1.19.1. Updates have been quick through this release, and I'm sure most of these will work on the latest version soon. You can find the links to these mods in the description below. ArrowCam is really cool. When you fire an arrow, you can follow it with a camera view, which has been seen in some RPG games. To activate the effect, all you need to do is sneak while the arrow is in midair. Instant blocks add some new craftable blocks, which can be used to instantly spawn some different structures. To use the mod, you need to craft an instant wand, which there are different tiers of. Then you can go ahead and craft instant structures like a house, glass dome, mining ladder, farm, and more. You're even able to add your own schematic files so that they can be spawned into the world too. When you interact with the instant block with a wand, the structure will be created. Piercing Paxels adds the Paxel, which can be created from each tier of material, ranging from wood to diamond. They can be crafted from 2 sticks, a sword, pickaxe, axe, shovel, and hoe. They're multi-use tools, so expect them to be able to kill mobs, mine ores, chop trees, and dig up blocks. Interestingly, they can also have inventory which can be accessed by sneaking and right-clicking, so you can store items in here. Paxels can also be equipped with upgrades in their inventory, which allow them to dig tunnels and auto-smelt ores, among a few others. You can expand on frogs with the More Frogs mod. It adds 9 different frogs, which are all biome-dependent. They can be found in places like the End Highlands, Basalt Deltas, Crimson Forests, and the Deep Dark. When they eat slimes or magma cubes, they can give some new drops too. Some examples are wood frogs giving blue ice, purple frogs giving chorus fruit, and the ender frog being able to give light at the end blocks, which is a new light source. Shiny horses will allow you to apply enchantments to horse armor, so you might find this useful, especially when it comes to enchantments like the Frostwalker, which will allow your horse to walk on water. Immersive Paintings will be a great addition to any world, and you'll want to start by surrounding any die with 8 paper. When you place it down, you can select a new painting, with a few being provided by the mod. But one cool feature is that you can easily add your own paintings by dragging and dropping, by entering a URL, or even just taking the screenshots in-game. Another great feature is that a painting can have a frame applied to it, with there being lots of different options. After installing wolves of other furs, you'll notice that wolves can now spawn in every biome, with them having some biome-specific variants. These mostly change the color of their fur. The models remain the same. You'll now be able to craft dog bowls from wood slabs and smooth stone, which can have meat placed inside, and wolves will go and feed themselves. You can also craft dog beds now, which come in many different colors. During the night, dogs will rest on the nearest dog bed. A quick and simple mod is Variant Bookshelves. It just adds bookshelves for all wood types, including those from the Nether. It also has support for mods like Ecologics, Better Nether, and Croptopia. Another simple change comes with Elytra Physics. When wearing an elytra, it will now move more realistically, with it being a lot like a cape. It should look a lot less stiff overall. Wondrous Wilds aims to add content that was missing from the 1.19 update. The first change comes to the birch forest, which features some fancy birch trees, with some of them being covered in polypores. This biome is also covered in violets now, a new flower added to the game. Logs can now be made hollow, and besides for decoration, they have other features, like the player being able to fit inside, which can make them good for hiding spots or tunnels. Fireflies are also reintroduced and can be found in biomes like swamps, mangroves, and jungles. You might spot them walking and flying around during the night, and in the day, they'll try to hide. Park Builder Operation Genesis is a Jurassic Park-inspired mod, and it's a work in progress. To start, you can mine and obtain amber, which can be placed inside the extractor to obtain dinosaur DNA. Take the DNA into a cultivator and add an egg to start creating dinosaur eggs. Finally, take these eggs into the incubator alongside some lava to hatch them. You'll be able to then summon baby dinosaurs and watch them grow. Currently, there's 5 dinosaurs included. but I'm sure we're going to see a lot more added to this mod in the future. This mod will add battle towers into Minecraft, which are large dungeons. Each one has around 10 floors, and there's some different designs for a few biomes. Starting from the bottom floor, you'll need to slowly work your way up the battle tower, defeating creatures like spiders, creepers, strays, and zombies. Chests can be found on each floor with some basic loot. Be careful scaling the battle tower, as some floors have holes in which you can fall through, or other mobs can fall down towards you. At the top is a tower guardian equipped with a bow, and it has 300 health. If you defeat the guardian, you'll get drops like diamonds. The developer has some plans for this mod, like adding content to other dimensions, as well as underground. Reckless drills add some new items, with the first being the mining drill. When you stand next to a block and right-click, you can quickly drill a tunnel in a 2x3 area, but no drops are given. The next is the fighter drill, which is a bit like Doomfist from Overwatch. When you hold the right mouse button, you'll launch in the direction and punch a target. Powered drills can be equipped in both hands and will dig faster than the regular mining drill, but again, you won't get any of the drops. The Sky Piercer should be used with an Elytra, as it gives you a speed boost and you can damage targets, so it's a good replacement for firework rockets. Finally, there's the Breaker Drill, which forces you through solid blocks, digging a tunnel, and destroying anything in your path. Stardew Valley fans might like this mod, called Stardew Armory. It adds lots of combat-related items from the game, but mostly weapons. I have played Stardew Valley, but I'm not too familiar with all the late-game content. But included with this mod are iridium tools, the Galaxy Sword, Frying Pan, Infinity Blade, and a lot more. Some of these items have recipes, whereas others can be found in different locations throughout the world. I think a few items are missing functionality right now, with some recipes also not showing, but I'm sure that will be fixed shortly. A new structure is also added, which is the Adventurers Guild. Wild Adventure introduces some survival mechanics into the game. Around your hotbar, you can see thirst, energy, and temperature stats. Temperature is controlled by the biome you're in, whereas energy will be depleted over time. Currently, the mod only adds 2 items, which are the heated water, which replenishes thirst, and the energy drink, which aids boost energy and thirst. To replenish thirst, you'll need to place a water bottle on a campfire, which gives you the drinkable heated water. So the mod adds some simple survival mechanics. That's the end of this list. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll try to cover another one like this soon. Until then, you might like some of my other videos, which are on the screen right now.